Good morning, good morning, and welcome to Peyton's Flowers. It is early in the morning here. Today we are going to do a casket spray, a fresh casket spray. It seems that most of my viewers out there are very interested in the funeral work that we do. We do a lot of funeral work. Funeral work is a large part of the floral industry and something we take great pride in here at Peyton's Flowers. Today we are doing what we call a celebration of life casket spray, and it is just a mix of all the beautiful colors that nature has to offer, and it looks like a celebration rather than something that is in sympathy. All right, so we're going to start. I've just put these flowers here so you can see, but I have to move them out of my way. So we're just going to move them to the side here, and we're going to start with our saddle. So it's just a plastic saddle that we use, and this is a full brick of Oasis foam that's already been soaked. And the saddle, there's water on it now, but the saddle comes with foam legs that stick to the casket. So you can see it has some gripping power. So we just put that in there like that, and we're going to tape this in. So this is our floral waterproof tape. So I'm going to go down over the side far enough that it's going to stick underneath, and I'm going to put that pretty tight. I'm going to dig into that Oasis foam. I'm going to do that on both sides. There we go. So that's pretty, excuse me, that is pretty strong. See, look at that. As you can see, we are strong. We are in there. All right. Our mechanics are done, basically. It's pretty easy. And this is a medium to large size spray. So we're going to start with leather leaf. And we're going to, as always, set our length and set our width. Take off any leaves that are starting to fade. We're going to work pretty quickly here today, because after I get this one done, then I have an urn ring to do as well. So it's a busy day here at the shop. Every day is busy. Some days just seem a little busier than others. Today we've got a lot of flowers to prepare. And it's just me. I do have Jeffrey and Alex, my helpers, here, but I'm the only designer here today, so I got lots to do. So we're just going to probably fast forward through this part for you. So once we've got our bed made all the way around, then we can use some shorter pieces. We can cut that right in the center there. Use some shorter pieces for the top layer. And we don't need this to be totally filled in with greenery. We just need the body of the arrangement, because there's going to be lots of beautiful flowers going in. Some people like to use a floral knife. I prefer some clippers most of the time, but it really doesn't matter, whatever you feel most comfortable with, and basically can work the fastest with. I tend to be able to work faster with the clippers than I do with a knife. All right, I think that is a nice shape now. So see if I can up for you. There you go. It's the same in the back. Okay. All right, so I am going to start with the front, because I normally do work from the front. So I'm going to work from the front, and then I'll turn it around for you periodically so you can see it. So a little more. See which way. This way, this way. Yep. There we go. All right. So I am going to start with, again, always set your length and your width. So I'm going to start with my line flower, which today is going to be Bells of Ireland. Beautiful flower, one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorite line flowers. And it just has the most beautiful scent. So it's a very long flower, so we don't need that entire length. So we're just going to cut it in half and use half and half. So there we go. And then this piece I could cut into 2 more pieces because I'm just going to use them as short fill. Just like that. Just like that. You can barely see it, but it is there and it's that extra texture. We will put in some different greens as well along the way for some different texture. It won't all be just leather. Down in the front. Oh, that's the best. We're going to come down in the front. There we go. Go too long. Of other pieces there. Your stem should go into your foam about an inch, at least an inch, so it can properly drink. Because a casket spray usually needs to last at least 2 days, so it needs to drink. And there's not a lot of water in that tray other than what's already in the Oasis foam, so you need to get it nice and deep into that Oasis foam. Have any more here? Yes. These extra leaves on the Bells of Ireland, sometimes I take them off, sometimes I leave them on. It's really a personal choice. It's up to you and the arrangement that you're making, really. I'll probably go by after take them off. All right, I think that is good so far. I'm just going to show you. So there we go. There's our shape, and then I will leave it on face forward for a little bit. We're going to start with these beautiful peach carnations. And I'm just going to spread them evenly throughout the arrangements. That's okay, you guys don't mind. See the back of my head a little bit, I'm sure. Never done this on camera before, so I'm trying to figure out the easiest way to do it. And for you guys to be able to get the best view here. See how that's a nice even spread of that first color there now. I have one more. I think I need it here. All right, now we're going to use some of these beautiful yellow daisies. And I'm just going to break these down as much as possible. So these little ones I may be able to use in the top layer, but they're just going to get lost in the bottom layer if I use the whole stem. So even if I can't use them in the top layer, I will be able to use them later on today in a different arrangement. So no need to waste. Some of these buds are okay to use, but you don't need a lot of buds. And so like these stems will certainly be long enough for the top layer. Beautiful fresh flowers just came a day or two ago. We are here in Atlantic Canada, Newfoundland, so our flowers have to be flown in. We don't have the pleasure of just being able to go out in the morning and pick the flowers that we need for that day. That's for sure. It's broken. So we take off most of the greens that are on the flowers, like these chrysanthemums, because greenery like leather and pittosporum and another one that I'm going to use is grown especially for this purpose and has a much longer base life than the leaves that are on the chrysanthemums. So these leaves would die. It seems a little counterproductive to put leaves that we've paid for into the arrangement and strip the leaves that are on the flowers, but the leaves that are on the flowers will die much quicker, and you don't want anything to look dead in your arrangement. So that's why we strip those flowers. Okay, I'm gonna go around and back again. Maybe. No, I'm gonna stay up here. All right, so I'm just gonna take my first stem of daisies and I'm gonna put that right there. So I'm gonna need a lamp about that long. There we go. And as you can see, every step and every different flower that I put in, I still go through the same path. So it's set your length, set your width. So I put them in the front, then I put them in the sides, I will put them in the back, and then you would fill in your center parts. So put this one over here. This one there. Now let's see about these single stems and see how many long ones we have. So I'm just going to hold these all in my hand and give them a quick snip so that I don't have to be snipping each individual one. All snipped and ready to go again. So then these can just go. And as we go, I just broke that. Once you bend or break a stem, it's no good anymore because the water cannot drink from that stem any longer. So you either have to cut it shorter or discard it. And so even though some of these stems are shorter and not level with the carnations here, it's still adding that body and color down into the center, which will still show when all the rest of the flowers are in there as well. Oh, that's the wrong one. Yeah. Now, I'm going to have one stem left. There we go. So, 2 flowers in, and it's starting to shape up already. It's starting to take shape and your body there. More of those. So, I'm going to now put in some Ostromeria lily. It's a beautiful flower. It's a long-lasting flower. It also adds some different texture in there. So these leaves are okay to take. It is long-lasting, so these leaves do stand up a little bit better than your average leaves. So you can leave some of them on there if you choose. Some people do, some people don't. I take about half off and half on. It's just a personal preference, of course, like everything in photo design. The rules that we learned 10 years ago have always changed already. So everything changes all the time, like the rest of the world. This is a pretty orange. We're really going to brighten this up with some red roses, some sunflowers, and some purple statice. Hold your flowers like a pencil. I always say when I'm training people, hold your flowers like a pencil. That's how, so you can get as close to your foam as possible, and then just work it in, work it in, work it in. That will help from breaking the stems. You don't want the stems to break, of course, because then your flowers ruin. So hold it down low. See that, like a pencil, like a writing pencil, and then work it in to the foam. All right, little bit of Ostromeria. You can see that's evening everything else out there. Now I'm going to move on to my roses, and I've already cleaned and wired my roses. So I'm going to come around here to the front so I can see properly. There we go. Look at that so far. It is just coming to life now. All right, we're going to put some brighter colors in there. I'm going to use these mini cards in a beautiful purple color. Again, I'm going to break them down. Get those longer stems off. Those can be used individually. Thanks to everybody for tuning into our videos lately. We've posted a couple of things. Our seed starting has started. If you haven't checked out that video, check out that video. We do grow some of our own flowers in the summertime. Last year was our first year, and it was a little bit of a success. So this year we're hoping for a lot of success. So you can follow our journey here on YouTube. And we've started those videos already. So check those out. I also did a bow making video a couple of days ago. Check that one out as well. And of course, if you're enjoying what you see, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you can see anytime that I upload a video. skip. I'm going to come around the front. Again, these are the short ones that I pulled off the sides and basically the side shoots, and we're going to use these on the top layer. So now we are to the stage that basically wherever you see a hole, it needs to be filled with colors. So we're just going to start filling. Make sure that doesn't fall off the back there. This is our normal workroom, but my work counter is actually behind me, so I'm kind of working backwards than what I am used to, just so you guys can see. Looking good. Again, get your hands right in there. Moving the flowers to the side gently so you don't break them. As you're working. All right, just a little bit left, so I'm going to go around to the back side, make sure I have color all the way around. All right, so that's another flower added and another step added. Isn't it beautiful so far? I think it's stunning. I love this combination and mix. It's looking nice. Very nice. All right, I'm gonna add some sunflowers. Sunflowers always have these wonky necks. So you have to just work with that. You can wire them if you want, but they don't even like to be manipulated very much. So it's better to just let it sit where it wants to sit. Look at that, looking right up at you. Beautiful. So, as one of the main flowers, the sunflower, in this arrangement, there's not really a need to put many in the backside. The backside is only really seen when the casket is led up through the church. For most of the viewings and the service in the church, the backside is not seen at all. So you just need a little bit of color in the back, just so it doesn't look bare, because most of the beauty that people are paying for is up front. So see, remember I said I was going to probably end up picking these off? This is how I work. I see them and then I don't like them, so I end up picking them off. But they look fine too. If you like them, like to keep them on there, that is fine as well. We're almost done, guys. All right, I have some purple status left. So that's going to add another little pop of color. I love purple status. We grow this on our farm in the summertime and it grows beautifully for us. It's actually one of the seeds that I started already or inside here. Just going to prep some of this so it goes along a little bit. Alright. These have nice sturdy stems. This is a filler flower, what's known as a filler flower. I love using it, it's beautiful. Oh, that's the back of my hand. Sorry. Broke that one. So we can use it at the top, but we don't need as much stem length. Let's try another one down here. There we go. And I can tell as I'm inserting these stems that they're going in at least an inch to 2 inches into the foam. So here, so you get a nice drink there. Lots of color. So the way we work pricing here at our flower shop is the family or the funeral home gives us a budget and we work from that budget. So before I started this, I had all of my flowers counted and the price for each and it added up. So I knew how much I could use to fit into that family's budget. That's how we do pricing. That's why I said in the beginning, it's a medium to a large spray. We do a smaller one, and we do some that are quite larger as well. And you guys, we are almost done. Almost done. I do have a little bit more greenery that I think I'm going to add. This is calculus. It's a beautiful greenery. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm going to add a little bit of that to the front. See that little bit of extra texture? I love that. It doesn't take a lot, just a little bit, because you're not looking to fill or anything at this point, you're just looking for extra texture. I love that green color. Alright you guys, I think we are done. Here it is. Oh, I'm going to have to put more water in. There is our beautiful casket spray, ready for the family. And of course, our deepest sympathy goes out to the family. And thanks for choosing us here at our shop in your horrible time. But we appreciate that very much. You guys, I'm going to sign off. I am going to go over this, of course, because it's not just a shop sample. It is going to a family. So I'm going to make sure that everything is perfect and there is no holes or anything like that. But thanks for tuning in. I've had some requests for this video, so I hope I gave you everything you needed. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.